Your husband is no longer yours. I want you to divorce him. I'm sorry, but who is this? What does it matter who I am? I'm telling you to get divorced. If you don't do as I say, you'll regret it. Is this a threat? Who are you? And why are you telling me to get divorced? It says your name's Jessica, but I don't know any Jessica. What is your relation to my husband? You don't deserve him. You're so much older than him. Stay away from him, you hag. I'm only 3 years older than him. Is that too wide of an age gap? And why do I have to listen to some stranger call me a hag? I don't get what's going on, but I'm going to ask my husband if he knows a Jessica. If you tell him, I'll kill you. So you're really threatening me now. Don't say a word to him about me. Just shut your damn mouth and divorce him as soon as possible. Or else your life will be in danger. Please, stop with the threats and just tell me who you are. How did you find my account? Jessica? What time are you back today, Tom?
I don't know yet. Why? What's up?
I just got a very strange message from someone.
A strange message? From who?
Tom, are you hiding something from me?
Why would I be hiding anything from you? You're my wife. I tell you about everything, don't I?
Are you sure you're not forgetting to tell me something?
Did something happen? You're acting weird.
Anyways, can you please come back home earlier if it's possible? I have something I want to talk to you about. More like questions to ask.
Sorry, not today. I have to stay in the office until late. So much work to catch up on. Oh, I almost forgot. I also have to catch a plane early tomorrow morning for a business trip. I think I'll sleep over at the office since the airport is closer from here. I'm sorry, but can we talk when I'm back?
Can't you just come home even just for a little bit?
I already said I can't. I have to work all night to catch up. I would really go home if I could, but I can't tonight.
All right. Then let me know if you get to come back early, will you? I really want to talk with you. Hi, Jane. There's something I want to talk about.
Are you okay? Is Tom with you?
No, he can't come home because of work.
Again? That boy's been working way too much. His father's away too. I guess getting overworked runs in the family. It's late, but do you want to come over and have dinner?
Oh, I'd love to come over. I was feeling a bit lonely and scared, so I really wanted to be with someone right now. Is it all right if I head over to your place?
Sure. I was bored, so I'm happy to have you over too.
I'm glad you live close to us, since my parents live in another state. I'm leaving now.
Be careful on your way here. It's already starting to get dark.
I will.
Matilda, I thought you'd be here an hour ago. Are you all right? It's only supposed to take 5 minutes for you to get here. Did you go somewhere else first? Matilda? I can't take the call right now. I'm in a meeting. I'll message you later. Pick up the phone right now. I'm busy, Mom. I'll call you tomorrow. Talk to you later. Where are you, Matilda? Where did you go so early in the morning? If you had plans, you should have told me earlier. Ah, well, it's not like I came back to talk to you. I just forgot something at home and came to get it. And I'm about to leave on my business trip. You're not even reading my messages. What are you doing? Anyways, I left all my dirty clothes on the sofa. Make sure you wash them all by Monday. See ya. What are you doing? Why are you ignoring my messages? You can ignore me all you want, but you better not be slacking off on the housework. Remember, you have to get the laundry done by Monday. Matilda! What the hell? I told you to do the laundry and it's not done. And the house isn't any cleaner than when I last saw it on Friday. You can't do laundry and you can't clean the house. What can you do, Matilda? You're completely useless. That's enough. What? You should be ashamed of yourself. What the hell were you doing this whole time? Without even returning my calls. What? But I message you every day. You're the one who wasn't replying to my messages. This isn't Matilda. This is your mother. I brought you into this world and now you're making me want to take you out of it. How did I raise a narcissist like you? What? Mom? Are you pretending to be my mom to scare me, Matilda? Because it's not working. I tried to call you to tell you about Matilda, but you wouldn't pick up the phone. And you kept ignoring my messages, and that's why I had to use Matilda's phone so that I could finally talk to you. Oh, it is you. Sorry, Mom. Like I said, I had a lot going on my business trip. You don't have to get so angry with me. You're the cause of all this. I'm so ashamed to have you as my son. Huh? What are you saying? Why are you so mad? So where's Matilda? What's she doing? And why are you using her phone? She wouldn't reply to my messages. Did something happen to her? She got attacked by some woman you've been seeing behind her back. I never raised you to be unfaithful. Who did what? That woman hurt Matilda so badly that she had to be taken to the hospital. And then you went on vacation with her without even knowing what she did to your wife. Wait, are you serious? Is Matilda seriously in the hospital? You got missed calls from an unknown caller, didn't you? You never pick up the phone for anyone. I didn't know who it was. It could have been a sales call and I didn't want to have to deal with that. I didn't know this was from the hospital. So, is she still there at the hospital? She's conscious, but she got really roughed up. I saw that you were sending rude messages to her, so I asked her if I could borrow her phone for a bit to talk some sense into you. Now I get what's going on. I'm sorry, Mom. I was on the business trip, so I couldn't reply to you right away. It's not my fault for being so busy. Blame my boss for making me work so much. Stop lying to me, Tom. But it's true. I know that the trip you went on was not for work. You went with that crazy woman to cheat on your poor wife. What are you saying, Mom? I'd never cheat on Matilda. Don't act all innocent. You can't fool me. Well, I can't stand being accused of something I didn't do. I don't know what got you like this, but I'm telling you that's not true. I'm your son. Why won't you believe me? I have the facts, Tom. Stop making a fool out of yourself. First, I called your work to check if you really went on a business trip. Your boss told me that you don't have any business trips until next month. Though the part that you stayed behind at the office to catch up on work was apparently true. That's when Matilda got attacked by her insane girlfriend. Oh my God. You called my work? Why would you do that? Your wife was in severe condition and you wouldn't pick up my calls. I just wanted to reach you. I didn't think you were actually lying about the trip. Now I know you're a huge liar. But you have no proof that I went on a trip with a woman. No, but the police are on that right now. The police? Yeah, of course the police are involved in this. Your wife was attacked. That's a crime. You seem to not have a clue about how insane that woman is, but the police have already confirmed that the attacker was the woman who you went on the trip with. What? The police should be at your doorstep any time now. Wait, so did Jessica really? Is that the psycho's name then? I can't believe you. Not only did you cheat on your poor wife, you let her get hurt by the woman you cheated with. I just saw the messages she sent to Matilda. Poor Matilda. She was getting death threats and that's why she wanted to talk to you. What? Jessica threatened to kill Matilda? Yes. And you wouldn't even make time to listen to her. Instead, you went on the trip with your wife's attempted murderer. I'm so sorry. I'll head to the hospital right now. I'll tell Matilda everything. Which hospital is she staying at? I'm not going to tell you. You don't deserve to know that information. What? Why not? Matilda doesn't want to see you anymore. You'll just make her feel worse by showing up now. Even if you find out where it is, I won't let you come in to see her. What are you saying, Mom? I'm her husband. What are you saying, my stupid son? Don't you realize that she almost got killed because of you? I'm going to see Matilda's parents to apologize for all of this. This will be the last thing I'll do as your mother. I'll no longer consider you to be my son. I'm sorry, Mom. I really want to see Matilda, so please tell me where the hospital is. I really feel bad for what I did. You should. I hope you continue to feel bad about it for the rest of your life. Goodbye. How are you feeling, Matilda? I'm really sorry for what happened. I never knew how insane that woman was. I'll never see another woman ever again for the rest of my life. I promise. So, will you let me see you? Can you tell me where you are?
Oh, shut up, you piece of trash!
Matilda! Wait, is this really Matilda? Or is this Mom again?
I want a divorce. I don't ever want to see you again. So please just stay away from me and leave me alone.
Calm down for a second. Do you realize what you're saying? Do you really want a divorce?
How can you say that after you cheated on me? Of course I want a divorce. I hope you've been making a lot of money doing all that extra work, because I'll be coming for it in the divorce. That woman will probably get thrown in jail, but I'm going to sue her too. I don't want to see or hear from you ever again.
I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have slept with that woman. But please, don't say stuff like that. I still love you.
Whatever. I already talked to a lawyer, so you should be getting a call from her soon. Make sure to pick up your phone this time, or things will only get worse for you.
You talked to a lawyer? Are you really serious about the divorce?
Of course. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I'm grateful I met your mom, but not you. I truly regret ever being with you. She called your work to let them know what happened as well, by the way.
I know. My boss called me to let me know. It'd feel awkward to show up today, so I took the day off. I can't go back to work like this. Let me make it up to you and things will be back to how they were. Can we have our normal, peaceful lives back? Please?
You can wait for your crazy woman to get out of jail if you want somebody in your life again. Nothing to do with me. She sent me death threats and then knocked me unconscious. She'll definitely end up in jail.
I don't care about her anymore. It was a mistake. Please, forgive me. I'm really sorry.
Your words mean nothing to me anymore, you compulsive liar. Your mom said she doesn't want to see you anymore either. And I hope you get fired too. You're screwed.
I said I was sorry. You don't have to be so mean to me. We're still husband and wife.
I thought we were until you cheated on me. And I almost got killed because of you. Nothing you do will ever be enough to make up for what you did to me. I don't want to ever see your face again.
Wait, Matilda. Please, listen.
Not anymore. We're through. Tom kept trying to ask for Matilda's forgiveness until she blocked him. Now that he doesn't know where to find her or how to reach her, he has no way of asking for her forgiveness anymore. Jessica was sent to jail, and Tom never went to visit her. Jane was not hesitant at all to cut ties with her own son since she was so ashamed by what he did. Now Tom has nobody he can go to and ask for help. Tom's name was included in the news about the incident, and his company became worried that being associated with him would damage their reputation. So they talked him into quitting. He lost everything that was important to him just because he let his impulses win over, and now he has no way of getting them back. He could have prevented all of this from happening if he had just made time to listen to his wife when she needed him. But now it's too late. Matilda recovered and left the hospital. She continues to keep in touch with Jane, even though they met each other through Tom. Neither of them want to see him ever again. Hey! Just so you know, I made sure all the expenses were paid for this month. I also calculated all our cash flow and credit card expenses. My head hurts from looking at so many numbers.
Thanks, hon. I know you don't like numbers, but I appreciate you taking care of the finances for both of us.
Did I tell you math was the very first class I ever failed back in school? But it's alright. I decided to do this as a homemaker. It helps me figure out how much I can spend on grocery shopping and stuff.
Thanks to you, I can focus at work and come back home to just relax. Don't work yourself too hard, though.
Don't worry, I'm taking a coffee break right now.
Oh, by the way, did you send this month's money to my mom?
Yes, of course. I sent her $500 like I do every month. Don't worry, honey. I took care of everything I had to do this month.
Thanks. I'll send her a message to let her know.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I already did that too.
You're on top of everything. I can always count on you.
By the way, what time are you coming back tonight?
I'll probably be back around the same time as usual. I don't have any plans after work. Why do you ask?
I just want to have dinner with you because I won't be home tomorrow.
Right. You're having a girls' night out with your high school friends.
Yeah, we made a promise to hang out together at least once a month when we graduated high school. I know we're getting a bit too old to be calling it a girls' night out. But it's nice to have people you can see regularly.
These are the same people who came over to our place last month, right? How are they doing?
They're fine. None of them are married yet, so they don't have kids either. So it's easy for us all to get carried away and drink all night. But then we remember we're not so young anymore the next day. And then we sleep in until afternoon and regret drinking so much. That's what happens every single time.
I remember doing that with my friends back in university. Though my friends all live far away and don't keep in touch with each other anymore. I'm so jealous you still have friends that you can drink the night away with. It seems so much fun.
Right? We have a lot of fun, but we can't remember what we did half the time. Oh, by the way, I might not be able to do all the chores before I leave. I have dinner ready for you, but I won't have time to do everything around the house. Sorry if I leave the house all messy.
That's fine. Go and have fun with your friends. Forget about the chores. You don't even have to cook dinner for me. I can make it myself.
All right, thanks. I'll make a special dinner for you tonight then. How does that lasagna recipe I tried last month sound? You really liked that, if I remember.
That's so sweet of you. Sounds great. Thanks. Yeah, that was the best lasagna I've ever had. I'm looking forward to dinner. I'll try to get home early.
I'll try and have it ready exactly at the time you come back. See you later, honey. I love you.
Love you too. See you later.
I'm sorry about today. Did I scare you?
Yeah, I was absolutely terrified. I was so worried about you. I thought of the worst that could have happened to you when the hospital called me. When they told me that you fell down the stairs, I was afraid you hit your head. It must have hurt to break your leg. But I was so glad when I found out you were safe.
I was so scared too. I couldn't move. But a person saw me fall and called the ambulance for me. It was my first time ever to ride in an ambulance too. I don't know how bad my leg was. But I was really relieved when the doctor told me that it will heal just fine with the cast. I should have asked the stranger who helped me for her contact info so I could thank her. It might have been a lot worse if nobody had helped me.
Yeah, I'm really glad somebody came to help you. I wish I could have been there to help you, though. I'll come visit you at the hospital as soon as I get off work.
That's all right. Take your time. Make sure to eat something first. My mom is here to take care of me anyways.
All right. Take it easy and get plenty of rest, all right?
I will. I'm kind of excited, though. This is my first time staying overnight at the hospital, so it feels like I'm out on a vacation.
Don't be silly. It's not a hotel. You could have hit your head and ended up being in a much worse state. My heart's still pounding from all this. You shouldn't be excited about being in a hospital.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't take it so lightly. I know it could have been worse. But aren't you glad that I'm feeling well enough to enjoy being here?
Yeah, I guess. I was just so worried about you. I'm glad you're feeling all right. But staying in the hospital is not as fun as you think. You'll get bored after a few hours.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, because there's not much to do there. I'll bring you a book or something to keep you occupied.
Thanks. You're so thoughtful. Can you bring me the tablet, actually? I want to watch a movie.
Sure, I will bring you anything you want. I'll be going home in an hour, so let me know if you want me to bring anything else. Oh, by the way, my mom is worried about you too and wants to come to visit. Is it all right if she comes?
Yeah, sure. It's been a while since I last saw her. I'd be happy to see her too. I feel bad for your mom, though. I should apologize to her when she comes to see me.
Why do you feel bad for her? You didn't do anything to her, did you? You shouldn't have to apologize to her.
You've been sending money to her every month, but you won't be able to do that for a while. The hospital bills are going to cost us quite a bit, even after insurance. It's my fault that she won't be receiving money from you.
Don't worry about that. It's not your fault that you fell down the stairs. Accidents like that can happen to anyone. I'm sure Mom will understand. She's so worried about you. I'm sure she'll be happy just to see you.
I guess. But I still feel kind of bad for her. I wish there was something I could do.
Lila, I told you not to worry. What you can do is get plenty of rest and focus on your recovery. I'll talk to Mom about the money, so just relax, honey.
No, you don't have to do that. I'll talk to her since I'm the cause of the problem. I appreciate you caring about me, but I'd feel better if I told her myself.
All right. Since you insist so much, I'll let you talk to her about that. But if you change your mind, I'll talk to her for you. For now, I won't tell her about the money, but I'll let her know how you are since she wanted to know if you're all right.
I'm sorry I'm being stubborn. I just feel like I should be the one to talk to her.
You're not being stubborn. It's all right to do what makes you feel better. Anyways, I have to get going. I'll see you later.
Be safe on your way here. Love you.
Love you too.
Hi, Ryan. How's Lila feeling? Is she all right?
Sorry, I forgot to tell you right away. I kinda got caught up in stuff. She's all right. She even said she feels excited to be sleeping over at the hospital.
But her leg is broken, right? Maybe she's just pretending to be all right so that you won't worry so much about her.
She was lucky she only got a broken leg. It could have been much worse considering the height from where she fell. Other than her broken leg, she seemed to be fine. She was very talkative as always.
I see. She fell from the top of the stairs all the way down, right? I guess you could say she was lucky. I'm glad she didn't hit her head.
That's exactly what I said. They checked her head on MRI just in case, and they found nothing wrong with it. She won't be able to walk for a while, but I'm glad her life was not in danger.
I'm glad too. She'll probably have to go to the hospital a few times for rehabilitation and checkups for a while yet. But I'm glad she's safe and sound. You went to see her after work? Are you back home now?
Yeah, I brought her the tablet to help her pass time in the hospital. When are you planning to see her? I'll tag around if I can shift my meetings tomorrow.
Oh, no, it's all right. I'll visit her on my own. You don't have to rearrange your meetings just so you can take me to the hospital.
But it's far from where you live. Are you sure you don't want me to come pick you up and drive you to the hospital?
Don't worry about me. I don't drive as often anymore, but I can still drive. Plus, I never really had a chance to talk with her one-on-one. I want to talk about girl stuff with her.
That's a little hard to imagine. You were always so serious. Oh, right. Did you get a message from her?
From Lila? No, she hasn't sent me any messages.
Oh, I guess she hasn't talked to you yet. I thought you'd be getting messages from her by now. She said she wanted to apologize to you about what happened.
Apologize to me? About what? I don't remember her doing anything to me that she needs to apologize for.
It's not really her fault, but she's just feeling bad about this one thing. Don't tell her that I talked to you about this, okay? I told her that I was going to wait until she told you first, but... You know how much the hospital bill is going to cost?
A lot, for sure. She's getting surgery too, so I don't know exactly how much. But even if you get some of it covered by insurance, you still probably have to pay quite a bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what Lila is feeling bad about. Since it'll cost us a lot to pay for the hospital bills, I won't be able to send you money like I do every month.
What do you mean, send me money?
You know, the $500 I've been sending every month ever since I got this job. But I'll probably have to stop for a while to pay the medical bills, which is why Lila feels bad for you. I told her that you wouldn't mind, but she says she still wants to apologize to you.
I haven't gotten any money from you ever since you got married, so I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Besides, you're all grown and you've got a wife to support. I wouldn't expect any money. That's what she wants to apologize about?
What? No, that can't be right. But I kept sending you money every month even after I got married. You weren't getting it this whole time?
I was getting money up until you got married, but not even once after that. I thought you stopped sending me money.
No way! But I did keep sending you money. Why didn't you say anything?
Well, I always told you that you can stop sending me money once you get married. So I thought you did what I told you and stopped after you got married to Lila. I'm surprised to hear that you still thought you were sending me money.
But Lila told me that she's been sending you money every month, just like I tell her to. She said she messages you every month to let you know when she sent it. You got messages from her, didn't you?
No, I never got any money or messages from her.
I don't want to sound like I'm not believing what you're saying, but can you prove it?
What do you mean? What do you want me to prove?
I asked Lila to take care of the expenses and money flow, etc. including sending money to you. So if you never received any money from us, then that means she's keeping the money to herself without me knowing about it. I want to know if she's really keeping the money to herself, so I want the proof that you haven't been getting the money from us.
Yeah, that is a bit worrisome. I can show you my bank statement of every month since you married her. I think that'll be a good enough proof, don't you think?
Yeah, that'll work. Thanks. And again, it isn't that I don't believe you or anything, but do you mind bringing the bank statement with you when you go visit her at the hospital?
All right, I will. She's such a sweet girl. I hope that this is just a misunderstanding. Even if she's keeping the money, I'm sure she has a good reason for it.
I'll check what's going on. Please don't say anything to her until I figure some things out.
Don't worry, I won't. Let me know when you find something out.
Yeah, I will. Don't talk about this with anyone either, all right? Hey, Lila. How are you feeling? Are you ready to leave the hospital tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I could go home right this second if they would let me. I was feeling fine other than the leg anyways. I finished watching all the shows I was behind on, so I'm starting to get bored. I'm so glad I get to go back soon.
I'm glad you're feeling good. I'll be there around 2 to pick you up tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
But after I pick you up, we're going to swing by the court. I know you probably wanted to go straight home, but I need you to tag along for a bit.
Where are we going to the court? And why do we have to go today?
We're getting our divorce papers. We're getting divorced, Lila.
What? Why are we getting divorced? I don't get what you're saying. We never talked about getting a divorce. Is this some kind of joke or something?
Sorry, but I'm not in the mood for jokes. I'm being serious. It's true we never talked about divorce, but there's nothing to talk about anymore.
What do you mean there's nothing to talk about? You're not making any sense, Ryan. I don't get why you're taking me to the court to get divorced. You should at least tell me the reasons why you want a divorce, because I don't.
Fine, I'll explain at least that much. Though I'll feel stupid for doing so because you know a lot more about it than I do.
What do you mean? How can I know more than you when I have no idea what you're talking about?
You never sent my mom money like I asked you to. You kept the money all to yourself and spent it on something else.
What are you talking about? I sent money to your mom every month.
Don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. I already checked with my mom and I know what you used the money on. You never sent the money to my mom. Instead, you sent it to your ex-husband to pay for child support. You told me you never got married, but you were actually divorced from your first marriage, and you even had kids. Your parents told me everything.
You asked my parents? But I told them not to tell you. I can't believe they betrayed me.
That's my line. I can't believe you betrayed me. Your parents kept it a secret from me because you told them that I might not marry you if I found out about that. But they thought you'd have told me about it by now. They were surprised when I told them that I didn't know you were paying for child support. Why were you hiding your ex-husband and children from me this whole time?
That's because when we first met, you told me that you were always single. So I felt like I should go along and say that I'd always been single too. It's not like I wanted to lie to you, but I didn't know when to tell you the truth. It only became harder the longer we stayed together.
And that is why you had to hide the fact that you were paying for child support by using the money that was supposed to be for my mom?
What was I supposed to do? It's not like I could tell you about everything out of nowhere. I was scared of how you'd react when you found out. Now that you found out, you're trying to get us divorced. Wasn't I right about keeping it a secret?
You lied and spent our money on another family without my permission. That alone should be enough reason to get a divorce. But that's not all.
What do you mean that's not all? I'm not keeping any more secrets.
Here you go, telling more lies. I know that you also lied about going out with your friends and sleeping over at their place. You were using that as an excuse to see your ex-husband and your kids.
Well, what else was I supposed to say to you? I'm sorry I lied to you, but I have the right to see my own children. Are you telling me to never see my own kids again?
After I found out that you were paying for child support, I wasn't so surprised that you were seeing them. But that's not what I'm upset about. I know that you are not just seeing your children.
What are you trying to say?
Right after I found out about the child support, I decided to go talk to your ex-husband. He was so panicked when he saw me that he started blabbering. I didn't even have to say anything. He told me that even though he got married to another woman, he still kept sleeping with you when you came over to see the kids. His wife was none the wiser either. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Can't you come up with any more lies to tell me? Your ex-husband was so scared about his current wife finding out about him still sleeping with you that he said that he'd pay me money to keep it a secret. He thought that I already had found out about you and him the moment I contacted him. Thanks to him, now I know everything.
Sure, I kept many secrets from you. I feel bad that I lied to you so many times. But this doesn't mean that I don't love you anymore. I still love you, Ryan.
You not only lied to me about the money and your old family, but you're still sleeping with your ex. How can you say that you still love me? You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not kidding. I'm totally serious. At first, I was only going to his house just to see the kids. But one night, we got into a playful mood and things got carried away a bit. But it's not like I still love him. I don't. It was just for fun, you know? Nothing serious.
I don't care if you still love him or not. I don't care about anything anymore because you lied to me about so many things for so long.
If you don't care about anything, why are you wanting to get divorced from me? If it doesn't matter, then we don't have to get divorced.
You used your children as an excuse to see your ex-husband and sleep with him. I'm sure they looked forward to seeing their mom who they can only meet once a month. I can't stay in a relationship with a person who lies to their own kids as well.
I always look forward to seeing them too. My ex-husband just happens to be there too, but he's not the main reason that I go to their place every month. I wouldn't even meet with my ex-husband if it weren't for the kids. I may have divorced my ex-husband, but I'm still the mother of my own kids. I'm not lying about this.
How can I believe you after you lied to me for so long? How can I be sure that you're not using your kids as a tool to sleep with your ex-husband? I wanted to have a child with you and raise it with you, but I don't think you're fit to become anyone's mother. A person like you should have never become a mother.
How can you say something so terrible? I'm not fit to be a mother because I slept with my ex one time? And because of that, you don't even want to have children anymore?
No, I'd never want to have kids with you now that I know what kind of person you are. Your kids are unfortunate to have you as their mother. And your ex-husband is also a terrible father. Neither of you deserve to have kids. Now that you know why I want a divorce, let's go to the court and get divorced. And never show up in my life again.
Hi, Lila. I heard everything from Ryan. You two are getting divorced. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for using the money that was supposed to be for you. Please forgive me.
I heard about that too. I don't think I can ever forgive you for what you did. You really did something very horrible. But I'm not so mad about the money part.
What do you mean you're not mad?
I always told Ryan to stop sending me money once he got married. I wanted him to spend that money on you instead. So I'm not mad that I never got money from you or Ryan after you two got married. Plus, there are terrible parents who don't pay for the child support, but you did your best to keep paying it. So I respect you as a mother for maintaining your responsibility to your children.
Thank you so much. You're so kind. You've always been so kind to me. I'm sorry for what I did to your son, but I really want to get back together with him. You made me realize that we should really get back together, and that you might help us get along again. Will you please help us get back together?
What are you talking about? I never said that I wasn't mad at you. I said that I wasn't mad about you lying about the money and using it for your children. But what you did to my son is completely unacceptable. I'll never forgive you for that.
Huh? What? But you just said that you weren't mad. I don't get it.
I'm not mad about the money, because you have the right to use the money the way you want it to. I was a housewife too, so I understand that you may not have much freedom when it comes to spending the money that your husband earned. You've been so supportive of Ryan that I'd say you earned it just as much, and I don't mind that you spent it on your children. But you also did many other things that you should never have done, and then lied about them as well. Those things are simply not forgivable.
I know I did terrible things to him, but I decided to change as a person, and I'll never do anything to hurt him ever again. I want Ryan to know that too, so I need your help. Please, can you get Ryan to talk to me again?
I think you should change that personality of yours, so I'm not against it. Do whatever it takes to fix your mistakes and to never repeat them again. I won't stop you from doing that.
So are you saying you're going to help me?
But even if you changed completely as a person, That has nothing to do with Ryan anymore. You lied to him about the money and about having children. You even betrayed him with your ex-husband. It just won't be possible for him to believe in you ever again.
Is it so bad that I slept with my ex?
That's why my son divorced you.
Do you know how boring and mundane it is to do the same thing every day with the same person? I just needed something different for a change. That's all. I needed to spice things up a little to maintain the relationship with Ryan and keep everything under control. You were a housewife too. You know how I feel, don't you?
I understand that repeating the same things every day can be a bit mundane. But there are other ways to de-stress and have fun without hurting other people's feelings. Why did you have to cheat on and lie to my son? You lied to Ryan, you lied to me, and you lied to your own kids. I can't believe you still think you can get back together with him. You should be ashamed of what you've done.
I can't believe we got divorced like this. My parents found out about everything and told me to never show at their place ever again. I don't have anywhere to go. So please, help me.
That's all your fault. I have nothing to do with it. You couldn't find the bliss in the mundane everyday life. Now you have to deal with the consequences for destroying that mundane life. If you're really going to change as a person like you said, make sure to become a mother that your children won't be ashamed of. The topic of Lila's cheating of course came up during the divorce proceedings. As such, Lila's ex-husband's new wife also found out about them sleeping together when she answered a phone call from my lawyer. They decided to live separately after that, and they are on the verge of divorce. Lila's kids are currently being taken care of by her ex's current wife because she's always treated them well and took care of them as if they were her own children. The children are happy to stay with her as well. Lila's ex-husband was so upset that his wife found out about his relationship with Lila that he stopped seeing Lila for good. Lila really had nowhere to go to and nobody to depend on. She had to start living on her own, even though her broken leg hadn't healed completely yet. I'm sure Lila had a tough time managing on her own, but after the divorce went through, I cut ties with Lila's family and friends, so I have no idea how she's doing after that. A year later, I started dating a woman and I told her all about my past. I'm hoping to marry her one day. When you have to lie about one thing, you have to make up more lies to cover up that one lie, and the lies keep on multiplying. This is why I don't want to keep any secrets to the person I want to share the rest of my life with. Of course, I'm aware that there are lies that are not hurtful and actually have a good impact on the other person, so I don't think all lying is bad necessarily. But I want to be with a person who doesn't have to keep telling me lies in order to stay together.
Olivia, darling, I'm terribly sorry about the incident the other day. It slipped my mind to include you in the reservation.
I know, right? Once again, you forgot to include me.
Exactly. It used to be only 3 of us going on vacations. I just happened to forget that you were to be tagging along too. Haha.
Well, you're the one that invited me. I can't believe you would forget to include your son's fiancé. Are you sure you're not doing this to me on purpose?
Oh, I would never. Do you really think I'm that petty?
I still haven't forgotten, you know. You said it pretty explicitly, remember? A family vacation is only real family. That's word for word what you said. So you were basically telling me to go home by beating around the bush.
Oh, really now? When did I ever say such a thing?
You always do this, acting like you don't remember. Honestly, I've had enough of it.
Oh my, Olivia, darling. Now there's no need to get your panties in a twist. Everyone makes silly mistakes, right?
But this keeps happening, Deborah. You're definitely doing this to me on purpose. You even went as far as to cancel my reservations in the past. Do you remember, Deborah? Like at hotels and restaurants?
Are you sure about that? I can't recall those things happening for the life of me.
Are you kidding me?
Perhaps I am finally starting to go senile. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Olivia.
That might be the case here. I've been engaged to your son for a year, and yet you still forget. I guess you really are becoming forgetful.
Or it might be due to your weak presence in our lives. If only you had more distinguishable features and beauty to match. Then even someone as forgetful as me could not possibly forget you. But Olivia, my darling, you have a flat nose and small, squinty eyes.
Oh, really? But Lucas says I look cute just the way I am.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Don't worry, I won't say any more about things that happened in the past. But being forgotten a number of times would make anyone feel hurt, even me. It's already been an entire year since Lucas and I got engaged. And just a reminder, our actual wedding is in just a few months. So yeah, it would be great if you could lay off of the petty little comments and the whole forgetful act before then. Capiche?
How many times do I have to remind you, Olivia, that I really am just an absent-minded old woman now? So if you would lay off with your misconceptions, then I would be so ever grateful.
I see then. I understand that you swear by your forgetfulness, so talking any more about it now would be like talking to a brick wall. Hey, darling. Sorry to disturb you while you're still at work. Have you got a moment? There's something I want to talk about.
Hey, honey, what's up? Hey, don't stress it. I happen to be on my lunch break right now, so shoot away.
You remember the trip we went on recently? Well, your mom messaged me about it, and yeah, it wasn't great.
Oh, yeah. Did Mom apologize in the end?
Let's just say that we had some words.
I'm really sorry about what happened on the trip. We got lucky in the end with the hotel having a spare room in such a busy season and all. I really can't say sorry enough. It's definitely left a sour taste in my mouth, that is for sure.
Well, I wouldn't say she apologized. It was more like her coming up with excuses.
Oh boy, what has she done now?
She really got on the defensive when I said that it didn't feel good being forgotten about. Well, she did say sorry once, but I can't say it was a heartfelt apology. No matter how you look at it, she was definitely doing it on purpose.
You think so too? I thought it was strange that she would just forget about you like that. It's definitely not the first time this has happened either. Hey, I tried my best too. I even went as far to remind my parents to include you in the booking.
Oh, by the way, Lucas, I haven't told you yet, but there's a lot more to it. I think your mom really has it in for me.
Oh no, what now?
Her only form of harassment isn't just forgetting to include me in reservations. Every time we visited your parents' place, it was no better. She would purposely not offer me tea or coffee, not even cutlery. And anytime I requested something, she would conveniently forget only mine. It really happened a lot.
What the heck? I can't believe her. This is the first time I've heard of this.
Please, Lucas, don't stress it. I purposely tried to keep the peace by not bringing it up. But of course, Deborah went out of the way to say stuff like, "Oh, sorry, Olivia, I completely forgot about you." Or, "Oh my, I still can't get used to having a girl around." Absolutely unbelievable. Like we've been dating for so long, and we've been engaged for a year now.
I really owe you an apology, Olivia. It really blows my mind to think that the woman I used to respect has turned out like this. I should have noticed sooner. I hope you can forgive me, honey.
It's okay, Lucas. Please don't apologize. I'm also to blame. To think I could just put up with it forever without saying anything.
Olivia, I don't know what to say.
But now I'm at the breaking point, and I don't know what else to do. I thought Deborah and I had turned over a new leaf when she invited me on the last family trip. But I guess not. I'm still really hurt from what she did.
I'm speechless, to be real honest with you, honey. Mom won't even admit to her mistakes. Dad's half to blame for not saying anything either. To be honest, I'm embarrassed to call them my parents.
Oh, yeah. And while we're on the topic, our wedding is only 2 months away, right? You know, I don't really feel right having a ceremony with things the way they are now.
Hold up. You don't mean you plan on canceling our wedding after all the work we put into planning this thing, right? I hope you don't plan on throwing the towel in and being done with it.
I don't want it to get to that point, believe me. That's why I want you to work something out with me.
Oh, thank God.
I was kind of hesitant to say this to you, but to be honest with you, I have a hunch something bad is going to happen. So if you will, I'd love it if you could lend me a hand to figure this out.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You're the girl of the hour, and the spotlight should be on you. I can't have my girl's special day ruined now, can I? Let's rethink it together. Don't worry, I got your back.
Oh, really? You're the best.
Why don't we think it over this weekend? Hey, I'll even come up with a few strategies until then. See if I can't come up with any ideas.
Thank you so much, Lucas. That really puts my mind at ease.
Me too. And likewise, thank you for talking to me honestly. And once again, I'm so sorry for the trouble my parents have caused up until now.
Hey, Deborah, are you ignoring me?
What do you want so early in the morning?
Well, where do I start? I got a call from the wedding hall first thing this morning. Care to explain? Because according to them, you went ahead and canceled the booking for today.
I don't see any problem with that.
What are you talking about? That's a huge problem.
Today is the second Sunday of July. Don't you know what that means? It's the day that the three of us go mountain climbing. It's a family tradition. So naturally, I canceled any other plans that fall on the same weekend.
So basically, you're saying that it's more important than a wedding?
Of course. A wedding is just a nuisance, and I'm not going to let it ruin our family outing. I see no problems here.
Oh my God, Deborah. Are you being for real right now? This is your son's wedding we're talking about. It's kind of a big deal for the both of us. You understand that, right?
Oh, is that so, my dear? I don't ever recall my son ever saying he needed a girlfriend, let alone a wife.
What now?
As far back as I remember, it was just the three of us, my husband, my son, and myself. It has always been this way, and it's been perfect. There's no way my son has any use for a wife. His family is good enough.
Deborah, are you listening to yourself right now? You must be delusional if you don't even know who you're messaging right now.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm starting to lose my marbles at this ripe old age. I barely even know up from down when I first wake up.
Come again?
Oh, goodness. I had a feeling my son might have had a girlfriend at one time, but it seems to keep escaping my mind. Oh, I know. Let's keep things simple and say my son never had any girlfriend to begin with. That settles all matters.
Are you being serious right now?
Canceling the wedding was clearly the right thing to do. Now let me think. My son has been single for as long as I can remember. Maybe he'll find someone nice to marry someday. Whenever that time comes, maybe we can book that wedding hall again.
Oh, right, but we actually had the ceremony last month. Have you already forgotten such recent events? That's quite the forgetfulness.
What now, dear?
Oh, dearie me. It looks like the mother-in-law has made an awfully silly mistake, ringing up the hall and causing confusion. Oh, Deborah, please do be careful not to let your forgetfulness cause any more harm now.
Wait a minute. Last month? What on earth are you babbling on about? The wedding was supposed to be today, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh? You actually remembered my existence? Is your forgetfulness getting better already?
Oh, boy.
I'm so happy, Deborah. Thank you. I thought you would never recall who I was at this rate. I'm so thrilled that you remember me.
Oh, none of that nonsense matters right now. Why on earth was my son's wedding moved forward an entire month without anyone telling me? Care to explain yourself?
But there's nothing to explain. I can't believe you forgot all about your son's important day. Remember we moved the date forward to June?
You are not making any sense.
Oh, Deborah, you should look for your marbles. I think they're getting away.
How dare you speak to your mother-in-law like that? Why haven't I heard a single word about this? I couldn't possibly forget something this important. My own son didn't even say anything?
Oh, silly me. I completely forgot to tell you. I'm awfully sorry for my blunder. It slipped my mind to share the new date with you.
Oh, I can't believe that for a second.
It really was just a silly mistake. I'll be careful next time. Maybe I'm starting to lose my marbles, too.
Don't you get smart with me, girl. Do you think you could get away with this? You are doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Oh, I would never.
Admit it already, that you have some beef with me. You planned this all along to get revenge on me.
I think you're misunderstanding something, Deborah. I couldn't possibly do something so mean to my husband's parents.
If that's the case, then explain why you needed to move the ceremony forward a whole month. You shouldn't need to do such a stupid thing like that.
Well, to be honest, I took you and David into account when we made the change. Of course, the changes were made after talking it over with Lucas.
Is that so?
I know how much you care about your family traditions, so I confirmed it with him first. I asked him if it was really okay to have the ceremony in July. I asked him to make sure it didn't fall on any important family commitments. Then he told me it was too close to the day we go mountain climbing every year as a family. So naturally, we made sure to avoid that at all costs.
All the more reason to tell the groom's parents straight away. How dare you keep secrets from us?
How many times do I need to tell you? I would never even think of doing something so underhanded. I guess I'm just as forgetful as you.
Oh, don't play games with me, you insolent little girl. Even if that were the case, anyone would notice that we weren't there on the day. Then you should have rung us as soon as you realized.
Well, hey, we were the main stars of the ceremony, so we didn't really see it as a big deal not having you guys there.
Oh, you ill-mannered brat.
Well, it was you who said that I was just getting in the way of your family trip. It's the same thing.
Absolutely absurd. How could you possibly say that the groom's parents don't need to be there? My son won't have any of this once he finds out what you've done.
You have no idea, Deborah. It was Lucas that said it was perfectly fine to not have the two of you attend the ceremony in the first place. If you have any problems, take it up with him.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
100%. Lucas came up with the idea in the first place. He said he was sure it would be okay no matter what happens. He said you would be very understanding.
I don't believe you.
Well, if you don't believe me, why don't you ask your son? I just happened to make a silly mistake.
Don't be ridiculous. I have never been this offended in my life. Just because you couldn't take some teasing, you needn't get back at me in this manner.
Oh, you finally admit that you were toying with me.
Shut your mouth. If that's how you're going to play, you better watch your back. I'll never forget this. Don't come crawling back later to ask for forgiveness. You've already dug your own grave. That's 100% okay, Mom. If we've dug the graves, consider the two of us dead and buried already. And that's how we'll have to think of you as well. You're dead to me. Lucas. From now on, you don't have to think of Olivia as family. But that means I don't want you prying into our lives anymore. As Olivia and I will be our own new family, there's no need for you to interact with strangers. Thanks for everything you've done for me up until now. But I can't respect someone who dares to harass my wife. So that's it. You can just forget that I ever existed. Because if you don't have a daughter-in-law, then you don't have a son either. Lucas, dear, please don't say such things. Oh, is that really you, Lucas? Yeah, it's me, Mom. I've been sitting next to Olivia the whole time, reading this entire conversation. Oh my. To be honest, Mom, I was really shocked to see the way you've been treating Olivia. Wait, Lucas, you've got it all wrong. I won't deny that Olivia and I got off on the wrong foot. But is that really any reason for you to cut ties with your own parents? It's worse than that, Mom. I don't know why you have something against Olivia, but I won't let you harass my wife like this. It's unforgivable. No, Lucas, I will not allow this. You're our only child. What about our future? Do you not care what happens to your poor, old parents? To be honest, I don't care. Not anymore. You were the one that never gave Olivia a warm welcome. In my opinion, I think I'm being rather reasonable here. I will never let you do such a thing, Lucas. You don't know the hardships we went through to raise and love you. So what? Why are you making me look like the bad guy here? Okay, whatever. I don't have the time or energy to waste arguing with you. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I booked you an appointment at a good neurologist. I thought it would be best to get a checkup, as you always seem to be complaining about your forgetfulness. Why would I need to do that? After hearing from Olivia all the times you forgot about her, when it came to bookings and whatnot, I knew there had to be something wrong. It's odd for you to forget only her. And as your only son, I'm very concerned for your mental health. Oh, no, it's not like that, dear. It will save you trouble down the line, the sooner the better, to make sure you aren't going senile. They say it's best to discover the symptoms early on. I don't need such a thing. I'm only in my 60s, and I am most definitely not going senile. It's not good to deny these things, Mom. Once I move in with Olivia, I won't be coming home anymore. What are you saying? I'm saying there won't be anyone around to help if something does happen to you. You'll only have Dad. He's getting older too. That's why these checkups are important at your age.
Hold on. Did you say you don't plan on coming home ever again?
Hey, don't worry about it. I've already let Aunt Teresa know.
Teresa?
That's right, she knows all about it. She'll be over first thing tomorrow morning to help you get to the hospital. She was more than willing to help when I explained your situation.
How could you do such a thing? Anyone but her.
Apparently there's a good neurologist near Aunt Teresa's house, so it works out perfectly. And they even have a nice retirement home too. So depending on how the checkup goes, you may be able to move in immediately.
Retirement home?
Now, I know the two of you haven't always got along, but please try not to cause her any trouble. You've done more than enough of that lately. I think it will do you a world of good having someone like her around to help. And it sounds like Aunt Teresa can't wait to spend some quality time with you. I'm glad I talked to her after the wedding. It's a weight off my shoulders.
Don't mess with me, boy. There's no way I'm going there.
You know what they say, Mom? Denial is the first sign. But admitting there's a problem is the first step to recovery.
I must sound like a broken record, but I don't need to go. There's no need to go when my mind is perfectly sound.
Better safe than sorry. And if the tests come back negative, then that means you're just a cruel person, attacking my wife for no valid reason. So let me find out the truth. Let me see if my mother really is just a horrible human being.
No, please, Lucas.
Don't worry, you're not alone. Why don't you take Dad along to get tested too? I'll see you both at the hospital tomorrow then. I hope you're prepared for the worst.
After Lucas's parents had their neurology clinic checkup, it was found that they both had perfectly healthy minds and were not going senile in the slightest. But Lucas said he couldn't believe it because that would mean Mom was just being a nasty old hag. He told the doctor about how his Deborah would purposely leave me out of bookings for places, and how she even tried to cancel our wedding. He cornered the poor doctor and demanded to know that, if Deborah wasn't going senile, did that mean she was just attacking me for no reason? You should have seen the doctor's face. And Lucas's parents' faces as well. Well, they were bright red and embarrassed to be caught red-handed by their own son. So after that, they no longer bothered me or Lucas ever again.
This is an emergency. Margaret, are you listening? This is really an emergency. My goodness, where are you? Linda, what's wrong? Did something happen? I'm at home now. Finally! Why didn't you respond right away? Anyways, you're at home, then you must be free. You know the new shopping mall that just opened up downtown? Meet me there ASAP. I'm already here, so please get here right away. What? You want me to go there right now? Yes, right now. Didn't you hear what I said? I told you this was an emergency, so I need you here now. I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of doing something right now. I'm making a new smock to use at work, and I just sat down with my sewing machine. A smock? Yes, the one I was using before started to tear. And the kids in my class, they just kept pulling at the threads, so now there's this big hole in it. You know how mischievous preschoolers can be. Anyways, the only time I have to work on things like this is when I have the day off. And there's a whole bunch of other errands I was planning to take care of today. So I'm sorry, but as much as I appreciate your invitation, I won't be able to join you today. What? That's your excuse for not coming today? A single smock. Can't you just buy a new one? They're only, what, like $10, $20? That's true, but you're not saying that you can't afford it, are you? That's not what I'm saying. But I have leftover fabric at home, so I want to use that up. And besides, if it's something I can make by hand, that's what I usually do. You know, when your mother-in-law goes out of her way to invite you to go shopping, you should be more than happy to accept that invitation. As a matter of fact, you're not supposed to turn the invitation down. That's your basic duty as a proper daughter-in-law. I'm really sorry. I don't know what else to say. Then stop complaining and get your lazy self over here. Help me with some of my errands. I'm really in a terrible bind right now, and I need your help right away. Did something happen? You'll see when you get here. Okay, you're the only one I can ask. Well, then fine. Let me get ready and I'll head out right away. Just get here as quickly as you can. I'll be waiting in the coffee shop. It's just to your right as soon as you enter the building on the first floor. I want you to get here before I finish my first cup of coffee. See you soon. Didn't you have so much fun today? Let's have another outing like that again soon. Linda, I'm sorry, but there's no way I'm going shopping with you next time. What? Why? I'm pretty sure you know why. What was the deal with what happened today? You asked me to meet you because there was an emergency, so I dropped what I was doing and rushed to where you were. But then the emergency was that you had too many shopping bags and you couldn't carry it all. And not only did I have to carry all of your shopping bags, but your friends as well. Oh, Violet says thank you for that, by the way. I met her recently at one of my lunch parties. Isn't she such a beautiful woman, so classy too? We were just talking about how much fun we had today. And because you were there to help us with our bags, we didn't get so worn out. We're not as young as we used to be, you know. So thank you for coming to join us. I'm sorry, Linda, but I'm not your butler or anything, and I didn't rush there just to carry your bags. Thanks to you, I didn't have time to finish any of the work I was planning to complete today, so I hope that you never call me out like that ever again. Margaret, are you actually being serious? Yes, I am. What you're saying, in other words, is that I should never rely on you when I need help? Isn't that a terrible thing to say to your mother-in-law? I'm not saying that you shouldn't rely on me, but I would appreciate it if, from now on, you don't make me accompany you like today. There was no reason for me to be there other than to carry your bags around all day. Like I said, I had a list of errands that needed to be done myself. Oh, I see. I bet you're just mad about that incident. What incident? You know that thing I said to Violet about you? That's because you were raised by a single mother. You're constantly worrying about money. Oh, that. Yes, I heard you mentioning that to your friend. I'm sorry if that made you feel uncomfortable. I just have the tendency to blurt out what comes to my mind. But everything I said is true, so you don't mind now, do you? Besides, Violet was so sympathetic to your upbringing. Did you see how concerned she looked? You must have secretly been happy that she felt so bad about your poor childhood. Not even the slightest bit. Why would I be happy that she sympathized with me? Oh, is that so? I just wasn't sure, since I've never been in a situation where I needed anyone to sympathize with my misfortune. But she handed you some money before she left. Was it supposed to be a tip for your services, or some kind of charity? It was the first time I've ever seen anyone being given a handout like that. I almost burst out laughing. You know I returned that money right away. You watched me hand it back to her. I have no need for it. Oh, Margaret, you don't need to be ashamed about asking for help. You really shouldn't put up such a brave front all the time. Who's to say that Hunter won't leave you one day for being so hard-headed? Especially since you're already a disappointment as a daughter-in-law as it stands. Thank you, Linda, for your much unwarranted advice. I'll try to keep that in mind. But in the meantime, I have to finish up my work, so I'll be going now. I don't know how you manage to work so constantly, but I guess you just have no choice if you want to afford a comfortable lifestyle. But if you get really desperate, you can start collecting empty cans and bottles for extra money. I heard that you can get a 10-cent refund on each one. Really? Oh, but you should start thinking about having children soon, too. And if you have any questions about raising proper children, you can always ask me for advice. I'm just worried because you didn't have a father growing up, so you probably weren't able to have a normal childhood. Wow. Thank you so much for your concern. Sure, my mother was the one who raised me single-handedly since I was a girl, but she did everything she could to make sure that I was well provided for. So I never felt like I was missing out on anything just because I didn't have a father. And even as an adult, I've never felt ashamed or embarrassed about my upbringing. My mother was always confident and never backed down from people who tried to discourage her. And I always wanted to grow up into a woman with even half the confidence that she had. You're much more stubborn than confident, in my opinion. Anyways, there's really no point in talking about money to someone who's never had enough of it, right? But if you're really struggling financially, you just let me know, okay? I can help you out to some degree. And you can pay me back, slowly, of course, with interest.
Maggie, did something happen yesterday?
Why?
I know you had the day off yesterday, but when I came home from work, you seemed kind of depressed, and you went straight to bed saying you were really tired. Did I do something to make you mad?
Oh, no, it has nothing to do with you. I just had a long day and I really was just tired. I'm sorry if I made it seem like I was mad.
Oh, okay. I know that being a preschool teacher must be a lot of work. If you're too busy, you don't have to cook dinner every night. I don't want to put such a burden on you. I can cook for the two of us if I get home from work early enough. Or we can just get takeout or go out to eat.
Thanks, you're always so thoughtful. I'm so lucky to have such a kind husband.
I think it's pretty normal to help each other out, but I'm glad you feel that way about me. You know how we started dating right before we graduated college, and then we got married within the year?
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Are you saying that you regret getting married so soon?
No, that's not what I'm saying, and I definitely don't regret getting married. I was just trying to say that we probably still have a lot to learn about each other. If there's something you want me to do or don't want me to do, I want you to be able to tell me all of that without hesitating. I wouldn't say I'm the most reliable person out there, but I want to do everything I can to support you.
That's not true. You already do more than enough for me. I have absolutely nothing to complain about. Thank you. I'm really happy with how things are now, even though we're always so busy. I love spending time with you, and I couldn't have asked for a better husband.
Really? I'm really glad you feel that way.
Of course, I'm really grateful for everything that you do. But if there's anything you want to say, don't hesitate to tell me either, okay?
Okay, sure. I just wanted to tell you that and make sure you were okay. Sorry to bother you in the middle of work.
No worries. Thanks for thinking of me. And I'm sorry, too, that you have to worry about me all the time.
Of course I'm gonna worry. It's my duty as your husband to make sure that you keep smiling every day. I'll try to be home early today. Let's watch a movie together or something. Have a good day, my love.
Margaret, are you there? Why aren't you answering? You know that new fancy-looking Chinese restaurant that just opened? I'm here right now and thought it would be nice to invite you out for lunch. Oh, I'm sorry I missed your call, but I already have plans for today, so I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Plans? What plans do you have this time? Is there more fabric that you need to use up? No, this time it's something else. Anyways, I'm with my friends right now, and I was just talking to them about you. I was telling them how I'm so happy that Hunter got married young, so there's plenty of time for grandchildren. But that I should have asked about his partner's pedigree. So I could have made sure that her upbringing was suitable enough to carry our family name. Excuse me? Pedigree. Are you saying there's something wrong with my lineage? Well, yes, because isn't it true? I mean, you don't know who your father is, right? So what does that say about the kind of woman your mother is? And in fact, you're poor as a church mouse, isn't that right? You think I'm poor? Yes, exactly. And that's too bad. That's no way to live your life. What's the point of working so hard if you're unable to spend the money when and how you want? You even spend your days off working and taking care of errands. Why don't you try and do something enjoyable for yourself once in a while? Or are you in that bad of a financial situation that you can't even afford a little break? Oh, you poor thing. It must be so tough having no parents and no money.
Then in my case, I guess it's no parents, but with money.
What? You heard me, Mom. I've decided to cut all ties with you completely as of right now. Wait, Hunter, is that you? That's right. Mom, I can't believe the things you've been saying to Maggie all this time behind my back. I never knew you were such an evil coward. No, you've got this all wrong. Margaret and I are actually really close with each other. She's like a real daughter to me. But she's just been in such a terrible mood since this morning. Right. Like I'm really gonna believe your lies. I've already seen all the past messages you've sent her. So stop trying to make yourself look like a bigger fool than you already are. I really can't believe you would do such a horrible thing. I thought I made it very clear that I didn't want you to be in touch directly with Maggie, especially since we're both still trying to figure out married life together. And I didn't want to add any extra burden on her emotionally. Now who's acting like a coward here? I just can't believe the nerve of that girl. Huh? The moment she realized she's in a bad position, she just goes crying to her husband. Doesn't she have any pride as a wife or even as a woman? You know, if it were me, I would do what I can to resolve any problems on my own. Especially if these problems were a direct result of the way I was behaving. Hunter, that girl is too weak. How is she supposed to support you from now on if she's not willing to toughen up? Maybe you should replace her with a better wife. It's not too late to start over, you know. That's enough, you evil witch. Excuse me? You know that's exactly what you are. All the things you said about her, you regret not looking into her lineage and treating her like a dog, expecting her to answer to your beck and call. If that's not already enough to call you a witch, you want me to replace her? Maggie is not an object, and she is not weak. Well, but she's really antisocial. Don't you think it's a big problem if your wife doesn't make the effort to get along with your own mother? And what about the way she's acting now? She just hands you the phone so you can take care of her problems because she's too weak to face them herself. It just seems like she's trying to avoid her duties as your wife. Actually, she didn't just hand me her phone, and I probably would have never found out that anything was going on because she never said anything to me. But today, as we're getting ready to head out, she was taking so long to come out of the bedroom. So I went to check on her. She was just sitting on the edge of the bed, her eyes all red from crying. I basically had to force it out of her that you were the one that was making her so sad. I just can't believe she kept all of this to herself this whole time. You have no idea how much you hurt her. She's absolutely crushed because of your harassment. Hurt her? It's nothing like that. You know, Hunter, women are supposed to have a strong heart. Otherwise, how can you expect them to support their husband and children? I was only trying to teach her how to be a proper wife. Anyways, if she's gonna start crying each time we have a little misunderstanding, I don't really want her as my daughter-in-law. She's really not sociable with me, and on top of that, she's really poor. What are you saying? What gave you the idea that Maggie was poor? She probably has as much saved up as I do, maybe even more. She's very frugal and never wastes money on unnecessary things. What? She has money. Then how come she never comes along when I invite her to go shopping? Not everyone thinks it's all that exciting to go on weekly shopping sprees like you. And some people like Maggie are just wiser about how they spend their money. So she's not poor. In fact, she's very economical. She works hard and doesn't waste her money on just material goods. I think that's very respectable of her. Are you kidding me? What's the point of working so hard if you're not going to spend that money? It's just going to keep sitting in the bank. You see, because she was poor growing up, she thinks she just needs to hold on to whatever money she has. Why do you talk like we grew up very wealthy or something? It's not like our family is so much better off than hers. We just have the money left over from selling that property years ago. But that's not going to last forever. You realize that, don't you? Of course. So that's why I'm just enjoying myself now while there's still enough left. Anyway, since you and Margaret are already together, then that's perfect. Why don't the two of you come to the restaurant now? I'm still here with my friends, so you should join us too. And since Margaret actually isn't poor, then I can finally introduce her to the ladies without feeling embarrassed. Did you not hear what I said earlier? I told you, I no longer want to associate with you. Ever. I'm really embarrassed to be your son.
You should probably go find yourself a replacement, son.
Oh, stop it already. You're just joking, right?
No, I'm totally serious. Maggie and I are gonna go look at a new house now.
A new house?
Yes, there was an offer for me to be transferred to one of our other offices. It would have been a really big step forward in my career too. But I wasn't really on board with it because I was worried about leaving you and Dad behind. But you've actually given me the perfect reason to accept that offer now. I just informed my boss about my decision, and he wants to get things moving right away.
Wait, what do you mean? You've never said anything about any offer. And you need to move? Where is your new office?
Do you honestly think that I'm gonna tell you? And there's no need, if we're not gonna see each other ever again.
Hunter! This is a joke, right? Why are you doing this? If it's about Margaret, I only said those things and behaved that way because I wanted to help you. It was all for your benefit.
My benefit? You were just harassing her and bullying her all behind my back.
You're kidding, right? You're not seriously gonna cut me out of your life completely, are you? Or are you going to choose Margaret over me, your own mother? She grew up not even knowing who her father was. There's no way she was brought up properly. Hunter, you're going to regret this. You listen to what I say if you know what's best for you.
I've met Margaret's mother many times already. Compared to the way you are, she's a noble queen. I can't tell you how disappointed I am to be your son. I definitely regret calling you my mother all these years.
Wait, why don't we just talk this over like mature adults? I'll be right there.
Maggie and I won't be returning to that house for a while, so don't expect to find us when you get there. Like I said, there's no way I want to see you ever again.
Hunter, please, think about what you're saying. The money from the property sale, it's not going to last forever. What am I supposed to do when that runs out?
That's your problem, so figure it out yourself. I'd say it's just karma. Wait, or did you really think that I was going to help you out? Was that your intention, that as soon as the money ran out, you were going to come crying to me for help? Saying that you had no way of surviving so you can live with us?
Well, yeah. Isn't it pretty normal to expect that? I mean, isn't it the child's duty to take care of the parents when they get old? To give back for everything they provided while growing up?
I knew it. You're really something, you know? Despite all those terrible things you've been saying to Maggie, you still expect for us to take care of you in your old age. That's just ridiculous.
Give the phone back to Margaret. I'm sure she'll understand if I can explain my reasoning to her. So let me just talk to her, woman to woman.
Fine, if that's what you want. I'm gonna give the phone back to Maggie now.
Margaret, is that you? Please, you need to talk to Hunter. Tell him that this is all just a misunderstanding. It's not like I said all those things to you because I dislike you or anything. You know that, don't you? No, I'm sorry. I don't think I understand what you mean. Because I've never bullied anyone like that before. No, I told you this isn't bullying. I was just trying to educate you. I see. I suppose you did teach me a lot of things. You see, I knew you'd understand. So do me a favor and ask Hunter to reconsider what he said. Otherwise, we won't be able to survive. We might starve to death. What was it? A 10-cent refund on each can or bottle? Remember? Excuse me. You know, if you really get desperate enough, you can go around collecting empty cans or bottles. Good luck with that.
Hey, I'm finally done with work. Man, it's been such a hectic week training the new employee that's taking over my position. I'm on my way home now.
I'm glad you're finally done. I know it was stressing you out. And Hunter, I'm really sorry. I know you rushed everything for my sake.
What are you talking about? Besides, I should be the one who's apologizing. I had no idea my mom had been getting in touch with you behind my back, and that she was causing you so much pain. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to notice sooner.
Do you remember the reason why Mom had to raise me on her own?
What? Yeah? You said that your father was killed in an accident.
Exactly. But He didn't die right after the accident. He lived for about 5.5 years afterwards.
Really? You never mentioned that.
I know, but he was paralyzed from the waist down and he couldn't move on his own, so he needed a lot of care. And of course, he was in no shape to work. So my mom said that's why we didn't have much money when I was growing up.
I see. That must have been really tough.
Yeah, so I know that money doesn't buy happiness and life isn't all about having money. But if something happens, having money or not can make all the difference. So she's always said that I should have enough saved up as an emergency fund, because you never know what could happen. I never told you any of this because it's not such an easy topic to bring up, and I didn't want you to get a bad impression, like I was expecting something bad to happen or anything. But I guess I might have been a bit too stingy sometimes. I'm sorry.
You don't need to be sorry. I'm just glad you finally told me everything. I don't want you to hold anything back from me. And Maggie, I want you to know that I'm really healthy.
Huh?
My job is in an office, so there's no risk of getting injured at work, and I spend most of my free time playing video games. In other words, I'm not much of a risk taker, so I'm just happy to be healthy and at peace every day.
I already know that's silly. Did you think I forgot or something?
And I'm a safe driver. I promise to always be a safe driver too. And you always cook such well-balanced meals for us.
Well, in that case, there's no reason not to live a long and healthy life.
Exactly. And I don't like being so wasteful either. So when we're both old and retired, let's use our savings and take an extravagant trip somewhere. And if we end up being poor because we end up spending too much on that trip, I don't think I'd even mind at all. I'm sure I'd still be really happy.
You're crazy, but that's a great plan. Then we'd both better live to be old and wrinkly together. I can't wait to take that trip with you.
Yep, that's a promise.
As for Linda, she tried to find our whereabouts by harassing Hunter's colleagues with constant phone calls to his office and even stalking the premises of my former preschool. She really caused a lot of trouble left and right, but thanks to our supportive friends and colleagues, she was never able to determine where we were living. Apparently, she tried to adopt a more frugal lifestyle, but I'm sure it wasn't a change she was able to make overnight. Especially since she was such a spendthrift, she easily lost her self-control and kept going back to her old habits. As a result, she ended up having to borrow large sums of money from her friends, with no means of ever repaying them. So they all started to avoid her, and in the end, no one even wanted to see her anymore. She's struggling to pay back her debt right now, but she deserves every bit of it. And because of this incident, I had to leave my job as a preschool teacher. But her new life in a brand new place, it's going much better than anything we'd expected. And just last week, I gave birth to our first child, a beautiful and healthy baby boy. My mother, who was just as excited as Hunter and I, was also right there to celebrate my son's birth. I hope that one day I'm able to repay my mom for everything that she's taught me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to see more content.